and welcome to Resolute Athletic Complex in Columbus, Ohio. The 2025 U.S. Box National Championship Lacrosse Finals. And our first matchup of the day is an 8U game, and it has Beast Premier against Hawks Box, both teams from New York. Todd Bell alongside Jonathan Schroeder, happy to be with you here on a Monday morning. Happy Labor Day, and Jonathan, lacrosse all morning and afternoon long here from Resolute Athletic Complex in Columbus.
Yeah, it's good to be back again in the same place where we got started. Some different teams this time. We'll be learning lots. Championship games too, so pressure's on. That'll be overall a fun day of lacrosse at the youth level.
Hawks Box is in the black. You have Beast Premier in the white. And we are ready to go here this morning for our first game of the day. And the opening face-off is going to be won by the team from Long Island in Hawks Box. And then it was Tyler Campbell in the face-off X to come away with that face-off win to give the Hawks the first possession of the game. Good feed out in front and a good save made. That is Pierce Gordonnaire, the keeper for Beast Premier, and he'll make the first save of the day, and we'll see Beast Premier now on offense here for the first time today.
Yeah, Mason Burke on that play, not afraid to be physical. Knock down his guy to get open. Good strength from Hawks Box so far.
And Walk with a shot from out on top. Jack Hollowell will cover it up. He's the goalkeeper for Hawks Box. And now each team with their opening possession. Championship game, probably a little nervous. Everybody's still trying to get woken up here this
Yeah, I was going to say,
well.
it might be nerves, but it might be, I don't think a lot of folks at this age are allowed to have coffee, so waking up's going to be a little bit tougher.
We do have a shot clock in play here today. 30-second shot clock. Another good save made there. And now a breakout opportunity here. Redmond Walk with two, trailing him from behind. Couple of fakes, terrific save made. And keeping this a scoreless game, Walk will pick it back up, fires again, and another save. Then that one-time save is going to be made as well on the opportunity by Munley, and some hot action to our left.
Yeah, Hollowell standing strong, engaged there. Lots of different angles that ball was coming from, and he just held his ground and made saves consistently right there.
Good feed out in front, but Jimerson's pass did not connect to Williams. Now down in front, low shot and a goal. So we get our first goal of the game. It'll come for Beast Premier, and Ian Munley is going to get the first goal of the game.
Right away you can tell these championship teams are definitely supposed to be here. The caliber of play at this age has been impressive so far. The physicality is great. The passing, the catching has been smooth. This is fun to see. I think we're shaping up to see a really, really even, balanced game here.
So 1-0 in favor of Beast Premier. So they will get the game's first goal. Another face-off win here for the Hawks. And 2 for 2 now for Tyler Campbell. Now this shot over the shoulder opportunity by Michael Thomas doesn't go. Rebound will carry him all the way out, and it's going to be scooped up here. Lorenzo Two Guns will have it. And he's got a fast break opportunity, goes far side post and scores. What a terrific shot.
Yeah, great to pick that ball up, get moving, get some speed. He took that shot a little early, didn't wait till he was right on the crease, and I think that threw the keeper off a bit, gave him a better angle, and overall allowed him to finish. What a last name, too, Lorenzo Two Guns.
So Beast Premier with the first 2 goals of the game. And lead it by a score of 2-0 here in our opening quarter. 3 13-minute running clock periods. Again, the 30-second shot clock is invoked. If we get late in this game and it is close, we'll worry about the overtime procedures and how we will determine things today. Nice little move by Norman as he gets free out in front. His shot, that'll be saved again by Gordonnaire. And now it'll be picked up again here by the Hawks.
Pretty unconventional start to this game. The team with all the face-off wins is the one that's not on the scoreboard. Hawks just need to get some more shots on cage, and I think they'll start to see the scoreboard and the game flow change real quick.
Galiki He went crashing in amongst a bunch of defenders. They finally were able to jar it free, and the possession will head back over to Beast Premier, who lead it here by a score of 2-0. It's interesting with the younger kids, the smaller players, the field looks a lot bigger, a lot more spacing out there, isn't there?
Yes, I think the most novel part of it so far has been looking at the sideline, seeing the boards and just the little helmets poking over. Definitely different.
After that last shot hit the crossbar, back the other way. That shot and a goal. Charlie Gibson will get Hawks Box on the board for the first time today. He had a breakout opportunity, made a terrific shot.
That was beautiful placement off a twister shot through the keeper for a loop there. Twister shots, you're going to have the stick in the same side you normally are, except you're going to kind of pull your bottom hand down, and that really changes the direction of where that ball is going to go, and oftentimes it's something the keeper's not going to be able to read. So great look. Very high skill level attempt for him. One thing I've noticed so far is despite the age, the skill and the thought and the theory of lacrosse is really strong with both of these teams.
So it'll be a violation here against Beast Premier, and another face-off win will go here for Hawks Box, who now trail it by a score of 2-1. They'll make their substitutions, and now they'll work it around the perimeter here. Down in the corner, it'll be Mason Burke to gather it back up. Closing in on 7:20 to play here in this first of 3 periods. Spinning shot, that one another terrific save is made as Sessa's shot was low, and Gordon Ayers played well in goal to our right here for Beast Premier.
Yeah, it was an ambitious attempt, but it still found the cage. Nonetheless, spin shot, low shot clock time. Got to get shots on the cage, and they juiced that.
So 2-1 the advantage here. Beast Premier with the possession. Boy, and good aggressive defense on the far side boards. Got a little too close to the boards there, and it's going to be a foul here against Beast Premier. Hawks Box will come back the other way with the possession. And it'll be Kaliki to carry it into the offensive end, by far the biggest player for Hawks Box in terms of the size.
Yeah, definitely it contributes to his confidence in carrying the ball.
Gibson with a low shot, and it trickles through. Initial save was made by Gordon Ayers, but it ended up going through the wickets and caromed off the post and in to tie the game.
Yeah, Gordon Ayers definitely wants that one back. See, he's a little frustrated about it. But the shot had enough speed to carry through. Good placement. Keeper read it, but just one of those things that can happen.
So Gibson with both goals now, tying the game up at 2. Alexander Williams for Beast Premier along with Campbell. And the face-off is won again by Tyler Campbell.
And continuing that trend. Hawks might start to break away here because they have the possession consistently to start.
Fender falls down, a little space here. And that pass is errant, goes all the way down into the corner. And Beast Premier is going to end up coming away. Jackson Blattner will have it here, and now in transition. Tie game at 2, 5:20 remaining here in our first period. Again, the physical defense here, but a little bit too much. We definitely see, again, both goals for Beast Premier have been in transition in the, well, here's an opportunity out in front. Lost the player in front, Jonathan, and an easy goal scored there again, second of the game by Mulney.
Yeah, great way to just take advantage of some chaos on a quick restart, and good look there. But yes, I agree. Physicality was what you were talking about there. Both teams have shown really strong confident signs of not really backing down from that. Sometimes, obviously, in that case, a little too much for Hawks. But overall, contact has been pretty low, and it's been something that you wouldn't see a lot from a lot of players, but these teams have learned how to do it.
So now Munley with a pair of goals and giving Beast Premier the lead back. That one-time shot out in front sails wide by Hart. And finally, Beast Premier will pick it up, and that'll be Genko to have it here for Beast Premier, and now they'll work it into the offensive end.
Both teams doing a really good job of finding the open man in transition. It's made getting the ball up the field very easy.
Pass out in front. That's going to be knocked away by Norman. Shot clock was running down anyways. And now it'll be Hawks box coming back the other direction. Good transition opportunity for Norman. Sidesteps the defender. And that shot will sail wide and will end up back over to Beast Premier.
I think Norman might need to get his shooting strings looked at. There's a lot of whip on that shot.
So Beast Premier will have it down to 3:20 left here in the opening period. They jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead. Hawks comes right back to tie it and now back out in front. Setting it up here in the offensive end. Disconnection on the pass. And a violation. I've noticed that's now, well, they had a reset.
I think they got it off the pipe or a shin or something there for a quick reset.
And now down in the corner. Wait till they pop out of there. It's going to end up being Beast Premier with the possession. Quick on the restart again. Low shot. That goes wide in behind. Karams all the way back out in front. Now it is picked up. Wolk will try the shot. And that'll be smothered. And a nice job by Hollowell, the keeper. And again, a little physical activity after the whistle as well.
Clearing the crease there for your keeper. This has been a lot of physicality for this age. I've been impressed.
So Gibson turns and fires. That shot will be low. This is a graduating class of 31-32. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't even formulate those words.
No, I'm not thinking about the 2030s anytime soon. So I didn't realize, you look at the future and you think, oh yeah, 2020, and now it's 2025, and soon to be 2026.
Yeah, no kidding. Good defense again here by Hawks box. Racing it back into the other end. That shot, that just whistled wide of the post by Koliki. And Beast Premier will come away with it. Haven't been many second opportunities for Hawks box after their shots.
No, but they've definitely had their first chances. They start to put those in, game could change.
First period winding down. Down to the final 80 seconds here in quarter number one. Or period number one, and out in front. Low shot. Redmond Wolk will pick up his second goal of the game.
Jimerson has been the facilitator for this Beast team. He got that quick reset pass, and he got a great feed there off a good slip on a pick. Again, the motion from both of these teams, namely Beast Premier, has been superb. They're getting a lot of off-ball movement. It's generating free looks. You saw Wolk was able to go right down the middle of the field uncontested for an easy finish.
And let me correct myself. That is his first goal. Mundley with a couple, 2 guns, and now Wolk have the 4 goals in this first period. Wolk now moves into the face-off X. He also doesn't have any success, although there's going to be a push without possession leading to the ball going over to Beast Premier. This will be the first time after a face-off that they've had possession.
Yeah.
Now right out in front. Great check from behind, prevented an easy doorstep opportunity. And now here comes Hawks box the other way, final 20 seconds of the opening period.
We've seen Gibson take it down before.
Kaliki, another good save. Boy, Gordon Ayers had a great opening period standing tall down there. And another violation here against Hawks box, and that is ultimately going to take us to the end of the first period. Wolk's last shot, and that'll do it. Good period of action here in game number 1 today. It is 4-2 in favor of Beast Premier after 1. We return to Columbus and the 2025 U.S. Box National Championship, first game of the day. And the first period controlled by Beast Premier, a 4-2 advantage at the end of one. And pretty good level of play here in this early going by these two really good programs.
Yeah, despite the early morning, despite the age, the quality of play has been fantastic for both of these teams. I really want to highlight Beast Premier. Their off-ball movement has been getting them some big and open opportunities.
Shot out in front, Gordon Air. We were talking about it at the end of the first period, Jonathan. Good size, but he has been positioned perfectly for every shot that's come at him so far today.
Yeah, he's taking up space. He's not trying to do guesswork. He's just closing out the angles that these players are trying to shoot on him.
Oh, great feed out in front, and another terrific feed, but he was in the crease and no goal. Wow.
Oh, that's
Zabo,
a bummer.
what a pass from one side to the other, and Zabo just had a toe on the line. I think just three quick passes.
Tic-tac-toe.
Oh man, it was so good.
That was probably the best look we've seen so far in this game. Just early transition, finding open guys. And Hawks are at a disadvantage now because they're subbing from the opposite side of the field for defense. Beast recognized that and were able to get a great look.
You know, and more than anything, Jonathan, the unselfishness
Absolutely.
for the young age group. Sometimes they get it in front and all they want to do is shoot, but that one more pass was really well done.
And the fact it was a quick stick finish, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tunnel vision, though, can be a problem at this age, but not for Beast Premier.
Wolk with the shot clock winding down, let it go. It was wide, and Hawks box is coming back the other direction. Gibson, who had a really good first period, will have it here, and now they will slow things down.
Gibson and Kaliki, those guys for this Hawks team, have been taking it to the net consistently.
Giordano works it back out on top. Shot clock winding down here. And that shot, not a lot on it, will go high. It's the thing that's interesting is we don't hear the communication from down on the field about the shot clock winding down.
No.
You know, let's go back to the summer series we had here a couple of weeks ago, and well, you knew right away when that thing would get to 10 seconds, everybody on the bench was shouting, and we just don't hear that here. So it's interesting that we're getting some really late kind of surprised shots at the end of shot clocks.
Yeah, it's definitely not optimal for either team. While we're on the subject of...
Boy, another terrific feed out in front, and the easy goal scored by Kaz Jimerson. I just love the way Beast Premier is sharing the ball.
Yeah, it's truly fun to watch. It's been right in space. The passes have been good too. Not a lot left out to try and reach for. But yeah, if they continue at the pace they're at and at the ball movement level they're at, this is going to be a nice championship win for them.
First goal for Kaz Jimerson. And they will now extend the lead to 5-2. That is 3 straight goals now.
Hawks really need to just increase their accuracy. They need to score right now and try and change the pace of this game.
Boy, great recovery defensively after the face-off win by Campbell. He was right down the alley and a chance to score. He has been dominating in the face-off X to start the game, but they have been unable to take advantage of it. And now there's going to be a potential turnover. Looks like Hawks is going to come back up with it.
Great pick attempt by Two Guns, though.
And another shot clock winding down. That shot goes wide. And now in transition, great pass out in front. Two Guns, he'll fake and shoot and score.
Time and time again.
Morrow with a terrific pass downfield.
The moment he picked up that ball, his head was looking straight up the field. He says, where's my team? How can I push this ball forward and get it to a guy who can score? And they do just that. Exceptional ball movement from the Beast Premier.
So 4 straight, and quite a drought now for Hawks box, as they've gone 10 minutes without a goal now here in this game.
Yeah, they need something quick here. Wouldn't be surprised if Gibson tries to change the pace of this game right now with a quick dodge.
And again, back to your point, it's not without opportunities.
Nope. 100%. Time and time again, they've had men on crease through a dodge normally to finish, and they haven't had the opportunity to put it away.
Boy, that was going to end up being a good look. Now this is going to come all the way back.
I think Hawks are feeling the pressure right now.
Yep. So a violation and a quick restart. Now Beast Premier will work their way back into play. A couple of New York teams squaring off here in this championship game. That shot whistles wide. And Hawks box will come up with it. I mean, it's just, again, knowing where everybody is, because on that particular play, Wolf was just joining the play and they hit him in stride and he got a really good shot off.
Yeah. Their movement, their flow off ball is just where they're making their money.
Got the pace and possession here. Let's see if Hawks box can get a good look. Dive into the crease, didn't get rid of it, into the crease. And the turnover, and Beast Premier playing with a load of confidence will bring it into the offensive end. Morrow, now he'll carry it all the way down, got hit just as he released. It got stuck into the shin pads, the leg pad of the keeper, and they pull it out of there. And with 7:10 left here in the second period, it'll be Hawks box with possession, trailing here by 4.
Good save there. Morrow making the right choice to just take it down the alley. He was wide open.
Now Kaliki weaving his way in and out of traffic. That'll carry him back out. Will be grabbed by Burke. Now it's Gibson. Gives it off to Campbell. I beg your pardon. That was Norman, number 9. Kaliki with a shot right into the chest of the keeper. He's got it. And here comes Beast Premier. Under 6.5 to go, second period.
Hawks need to get into a flow offensively. They're very choppy. You could see that time. Had 5 guys and their spacing was still off. All very high. Not a lot of pressure low. They need to change that up.
That shot will go wide. And possession's going to stay here for Beast Premier. Oh, great feed out in front. Great recovery, though, by Gibson defensively to prevent an easy goal. Now battle for the ground ball. 3 defenders surrounding the 1 offensive player for Beast Premier. But they end up maintaining the possession. Feed tried to go out in front, and a shot clock violation. And Hawks box with 5.5 minutes to go will have possession.
Yeah, it just wasn't much time there for Beast Premier to get a shot off. Amazed he came away with the ball, though. There was about 4 players on him. Definitely showing some grit and determination. You can see Beast Premier wants to win this game.
Low shot there. Another terrific save. Now it's Beast Premier with possession the other direction. And that shot, another good save made there as Jack Hollowell stood tall on the point blank opportunity. Now feed out in front, great catch. That shot will go high and wide on the attempt by Sessa. And it's going to be back in behind the netting, and that's going to allow Gordon Air to come away with the ball.
A great cut by Sessa, just found himself with his right hand moving right to left across the cage, and a good check from Beast Premier meant it was hard for him to get a shot off.
Munley, a low shot, ground ball won there by Hawks box. Tried the quick outlet, but Campbell couldn't get it out of his stick. Now will just carry it himself. He'll rip and fire. Another good save made. There will be a push, and it'll be Hawks box possession with 4:12 to play, second period.
Not much time left for this Hawks team. They really need a goal. Want to see more off-ball movement from them. I want them to generate some better looks, cut through, anything good just to keep them rotating.
Over 15 minutes since the last goal by Hawks box.
That's a pretty big drought in box lacrosse.
Now a long shot from out on top. Another good save, and again, shot clock was winding down. That's all they could come up with.
Yeah, Beast Premier is playing out. They're not afraid to put some pressure on these folks. Makes it a little bit more difficult if you really want to get into some settled offense.
Boy, crazy play out in front. That'll trickle in. Well, you had the initial opportunity on a pass out in front, didn't connect, ended up rolling to another player that was in front. Keeper comes out with the contact, and I believe it's going to be Alexander Williams that's going to get credit for the goal, 28.
That was messy and chaotic, but somehow there was a goal in there too. I'm wondering, an interesting thing that stood out to me as this game has gone on is the roster size difference. I'm wondering if we have a game that's very physical, it's very attrition-based, that later on, if Beast Premier can pull for more players, get more of those good looks and cuts in, and that Hawks will not be able to keep up.
7-2, Beast Premier now with the lead, down to 2.5 minutes to play in the second period. Again, good defense there, disrupting that shot by Adika. And now Beast Premier will transition the other way. Redmond Wolk will fire it out ahead. Shove into the boards, but bouncing right off of it like nothing ever happened. And now it'll be Hawks box coming back the other way. That was Evan Gill, number 4 in white. Now another pass down low, just doesn't connect. Burke will run it down in the corner. And again, the keeper, Gordon Eyre, will come out and make the play. It's just the Beast Premier's passes a little better, a little more crisp. They connect a little bit more, and it certainly led to the 7-2 advantage here this morning.
Yeah, and you can start to sense some of the growing frustration from this Hawks team. That play right there specifically, Burke was a little frustrated afterwards, couldn't make that catch.
Good save there for Jack Hollowell. Hawks box now will work it into their offensive end. Norman bounced around a couple of times, fires it across. That one just didn't connect. Giordano will track it down, and again, almost trying to shoot it before the ball was in the stick for Burke. Turns into an opportunity for Wolk, carrying it back the other way, and he scores again. Almost baited the goalie and the trailing defender one way and then changed his direction at the last instant.
Yeah, an impressive jumping finish there from him. He was confident all the way through, even with contact on his back. This game is really starting to be entirely Beast Premier.
Yep. Go ahead, John.
They had their Wheaties this morning, I was going to say.
Hopefully the continental breakfast at the hotel was good for them.
Yeah, they should go back and say thank you for this, that complimentary.
Last 30 seconds, opening second period. And Hawks box trying to prevent being shut out here in this middle 13 minutes. Good feed, that shot goes wide. Scramble, Gibson trying to pick it up. Last second opportunity, that will bounce high by Thomas. And that will end the second period that so far has been dominated here by Beast Premier. After 2 periods in this championship matchup, Beast Premier with an 8-2 lead over Hawks box. Final 13 minutes of our first championship game this morning. Resolute Athletic Complex, Columbus, Ohio, in the northeast quadrant of town out by the airport. Todd Bell, Jonathan Schroeder with you, and our first game dominated so far by Beach Premier Jonathan with an 8-2 advantage.
Yeah, when I take a look at these situations, I'm always trying to imagine, hey, if I'm the coach for Hawks right now, what am I saying? And there's two things that stand out to me. When they started this game, they played very confidently. They attacked the goal. They dodged hard. Ever since then, they've been walking on eggshells. They've been scared because they're down. They don't want to make mistakes. But that's not how they're going to come back in this game. They need to do what got them those first 2 goals. They need to push the cage, and they need to be confident in their abilities to climb back.
Beast Premier in the white with possession, leading here by a score of 8-2 early third. Bucciarelli will work it to the far side of the field. Now he'll fire from out on top, goes wide into the stick of the keeper, Jack Hollowell. And Hawks box will have their first possession here in the third period.
Beast Premier has not been afraid to get shot clock violations in this game, and I think that speaks to their patience on offense.
Ball the far side of the field. Now it'll be Gibson out on top. Again, shot clock winding down here as they worked it down into the corner. Now that shot goes, and it was a violation. It would not have counted had it gone in by Mason Burke. And back the other direction we go now for Beast Premier.
It's interesting. Hawks so far have been in an open set. They've had 3 guys up top, 2 low. Whereas oftentimes you'll see that this Beast Premier team is running with the classic box and 1.
Munley works it around to the far side. Zabo will battle over there, and they'll just fire it back towards the net as you hear the siren going off, indicating the shot clock violation. Hawks box will have the ball with 11-12 remaining here in our third period.
And Beast Premier not feeling a lot of pressure to go towards goal. They're just going to look for the perfect look. Up 6 goals and confident in their defense is a good place to be in a championship game.
Yeah, you want to just continue what you've done, but you don't have to be in a hurry. As you said, they can work the shot clock, take it down. That shot will go out of bounds, and Beast Premier will have it. And there's only so many possessions left in a game, and you start to do the math, and with a 6-goal advantage and your opponent's only scored twice, you got to feel pretty good about things.
Yeah, you have everything in this game working for you. You have the shot clock, you have the game clock, you have the score. It's all in the hands of Beast Premier right now, and it's theirs to lose.
Again, late, feet out in front, and the violation against Beast Premier. Now Gibson's got the step, uses his size, leans in, that goes wide. Again, the positioning for the keeper was outstanding, and he's been one of the reasons why that they have had this lead.
A lot of these guys have been prone to shoot sidearm or kind of 3-quarter shot, and they're really pulling their shots left as a result. And I think that's why even on cage in a close finish, the Hawks team is struggling to put shots in the goal. That
one right off the chest and the logo of the keeper, Gordon Air, that time. And it'll be Beast Premier with it, leading by a score of 8-2, 9.5 minutes to go in the game.
This game has slowed way down in this third period, mostly because Beast Premier is just being way more patient on offense. Note too, they don't have that offensive substitution. There's no guy coming in and immediately being able to pick up a pass and go towards goal.
Now Hawks with the possession. Riley Murphy will carry it all the way around to the near side boards. Feed it out in front, and again, a pretty hard shot by Kaliki, and another really good save that caroms out of bounds by Gordon Air.
Yeah, I like that shot. You can't be afraid to shoot late in the game. You have to make something happen, and it has to start somewhere. So maybe Kaliki's that spark for this Hawks lacrosse team.
Game clock at 8.5 minutes. Good recovery defensively there for Beast Premier, shutting off that shot opportunity by Burke. You got to get one off here, and again, a long-range shot goes wide. Williams will have it, and they'll work it back the other way. Will Beast Premier. 2 goals by Hawks Box came at 8:20 and 6:20 of the first period, and they haven't scored since.
No, they've really struggled. Hopefully they can find their footing here in this quarter, or in this period, I should say. But the
Feed in front, Wolk shot, good save made by Hollowell. Now Hawks coming back the other way. Campbell took a couple of shots, working his way up the field. Good feed out in front and the goal. Beautiful feed, and Charlie Gibson with the finish, snapping the long drought.
Yeah, Gibson has been this team's scorer in this game, but a great find there. Hawks realizing maybe it'll take a little bit more ball movement to get back in this game where they want to be. Now they call a timeout as well.
And so that'll be their one timeout used. We'll pause as well. This is the 2025 U.S. Box National Championships with Beast Premier on top by a score of 8-3. Final 7:22 of the first championship game of the day. 8-3 in favor of Beast Premier. After the goal scored by Gibson, his third of the day. And back to action, Tyler Campbell back out for the face-off against Alexander Williams. And Campbell, who's had a terrific day today, Jonathan, in the face-off X, wins another one.
Yeah, it's a bummer that the Hawks have not been able to make the most of it. And the fact that time in and time out he's been winning those faceoffs and the possession has kind of fallen mute is disappointing. But 5 goals in a box lacrosse game is not insurmountable. So we don't know what can happen. Plenty of time left too.
Now shot from out on top. And a pair of ones colliding. James Giordino, Jackson Blattner colliding. And it was Blattner winning that battle. Now Morrow looks to his right with a good feed. That shot went in.
Calling it a goal.
Wow! Ended up hitting just inside the top left-hand post. Morrow with the feed to Szabo.
That was such a soft touch from a low angle. Really impressed. Almost like a hook shot kind of at the baseline there. Great work from him. Beast Premier time and time again. They're just not afraid to make one more pass. They say, let's see what happens when I get it to another guy. Maybe he has a better look. And 9 times out of 10, that generally leads to a good result for them.
And remember, we saw Nico Morrow in the second period with the long transition pass. This one was the short one across with 2 defenders all over him. It's been the one thing that's really been impressive about Beast Premier today is how on point they have been throughout the day with their precision passing and their unselfishness. And it has led them to this 6-goal lead now with 5:45 to play in the game.
And if you're a lacrosse player out there who's wondering why your coach keeps telling you to hit the wall, or keep telling you that stick skills are the most important thing, look no further than this youth team that is showing up and showing out today with fantastic passes and catches.
That shot will end up getting on goal. And right at the feet, Ordinaire will have the save on that shot. Michael Thomas with the attempt for Hawks Box.
Hawks really need to step it up with more aggressive dodges. They get around one player, and they don't want to keep going, or they get one step advantage and they don't make the most of it. That's where you draw a guy and you make a pass, or you shoot early. It's not happening for them right now. That's why they're struggling.
Low shot there. Another good save made by Hollowell on the attempt by Jace Szabo. And Hawks will have possession. 4:35 remaining in the game. They got to collect 6 goals here in rapid fire fashion. Over the shoulder shot. That'll go wide. It'll be run down here by Box Hawks. Pivot there by Gibson. That shot got deflected on a good defensive play.
A lot of the scoring attempts for this Hawks team has been starting low, almost goal line extended, and then coming up and getting kind of either a question mark or a kind of a jump shot. It's very field lacrosse-esque, and I think that's not something that's going to yield results in the indoor game.
Now 2 guns out on top. Wolk weaves his way in and out of traffic. And it'll be Hawks with the possession. I think they're going to restart. It was a shot clock, so they're going to just restart. And now we're back off and running. 3.5 to go in the game.
And Gibson with it once again. Game clock is winding down very fast for this Hawks team.
That shot wide. Oh, great rebound, recovery shot, and a goal for Hawks.
Now, way to be ready. I mean, opportunities have not been much for this Hawks team, so when that ball comes out, got to make the most of it.
Thomas Norman with the goal, his first.
Who knows, with these face-off wins, maybe that's the momentum they needed. Maybe they'll start putting goals in the back of the net, but only time will tell.
Closing in on 2.5 to play. Campbell. He'll win another face-off. He'll turn and head the other way.
He's got to be over 80%.
Yeah, easily.
And they're clean wins, too. He's getting the ground ball right away. Largely has not been with his teammates.
Another good deflection on that shot. Got to hurry another one off, and another terrific save. Keeping it a 5-goal game, under 2 minutes to go. Now for Beast Premier, looking for the first championship here of the day.
Now with less than 2 minutes to go, I'm pretty confident we found the first champion of today.
Good defense there by Hawks. Turns into a transition the other direction. Gibson with a feed out.